Hey, I've got a question for you today. Where in your life do you feel overlooked, neglected? Maybe you feel like you're so much part of the crowd that you just don't even matter. Maybe you're a student and in your school you just, you don't fit in with the popular kids or the athletic kids or the artistic kids. You're just kind of there and it seems like no one sees you. Or maybe you're retired and you used to find so much fulfillment in your work. People had to ask you questions all day long, and now it seems like no one asks you anything. Or maybe it's in your family. Jesus had a heart for people who feel the way that you feel, and he has a heart today for you, wherever you might feel that way. The Gospel of Luke is full of stories like this, and I love the story. It's a kind of a famous one in the days of children's Sunday school of Zacchaeus, this short little guy of short stature physically who couldn't see Jesus. And there's a crowd around Jesus as he's moving through town, and Zacchaeus can't push his way through the crowd. He's not tall enough to see Jesus, so he climbs up in a tree to get a view of this famous teacher who might be the Messiah. And, he's ignored. He's at the back of the group. And then all of a sudden, Jesus stops. And everyone wonders, what's Jesus looking at? And Jesus looks up and he makes eye contact with Zacchaeus. And I love it. He says, Zacchaeus, come down here. I want to eat a meal at your house today. That's Luke 9, verse 5. And it's at the end of that where the Pharisees say, don't you know, Jesus, if you were God, you would know how sinful of a person that little guy Zacchaeus is. I'm sure they're making fun of him in every way, spiritually, physically. And it's there where Jesus says, verse 10, the Son of Man came to seek and save those who are lost. He says, Zacchaeus, salvation has come to your house today. Listen to this about Jesus' compassion. As a perfect human, Jesus showed tender sympathy to those who were poor, to those who were despised, to those who were hurt, and those who were sinful. No one was rejected or ignored by Jesus. Jesus is more than a good teacher. He cares for you. Because of his deep love for you, he can satisfy your needs. Let's thank God for being such a gentle and loving God to us in our need. I will see you tomorrow.